I'm Lily, and I've been wanting to do a feed-in braids tutorial for quite some time now, but feed-in braids that go like all the way to the back is not really something that I wear. But today I'm going to be doing like half feed-in braids, the straight back, and then at the back it's just gonna be normal knotless braids, so like that half and half look. I have done a knotless braids tutorial sort of already, so I will not be going through what I'll be doing at the back. So I'm just going to show you what I'll be doing in the front with my hair, and then the back I'll just come back and show off. So my hair is blow dried now, and yes, I need to neaten up my ends, but I'm not going to do that today. I'm gonna put my hair in the braids, give my hair a break, and then on the day when I take my braids out, I will then clean up my ends and then wash my hair and give it some serious TLC. It's just a laziness thing. It's not a strategy. I just don't feel like doing it today. I've been needing to do it for quite some time and I haven't been feeling like doing it. So it's just not going to happen. So I have my mirror right in front of me. So I'm going to be looking like this at what I'm doing. So I hope that's not distracting. But seeing as everything that I'm going to be showing you is going to be happening in the front, it's going to be easy for me to show you and I don't have to turn my back or anything like that. Okay.
So because feed-in braids are a more advanced way of braiding, I am assuming that you do know how to do a normal cornrow before you do feed-in braids. So this is just, doing a normal cornrow, but then you're adding hair to it as well. So just a demonstration of me taking out the braiding piece from the pack. So I'm trying to take out a piece that I think is the correct thickness. So is it thick and is it as thick as I need it to be for the braid? And then I take that piece and I divide that into four smaller pieces for the actual braiding. So I always have one that's significantly smaller than the rest of the pieces, and that's always going to be the one that's at the very front of the braid. So that's going to be my first one. And then I make them gradually bigger as I go. So my first piece is going to be smaller than my second, and my second piece is going to be smaller than my third, and so on. So I usually make about 4 or 5 pieces, just depending on how thick I want the end braid to be. So I'm just going to take the piece that's the extension, and that's going to be my 2 pieces of braiding hair, and then the third piece is going to be my actual hair, and I just start braiding. In order for me to secure the braiding hair to my hair, I do maybe 1 or 2 rounds of cornrowing. So I'm going to add my second piece. So I'm going to hold it down with my index finger because I have a lot more control of my of the hair with my index finger, and then I'm just going to braid 1 or 2 rounds to secure the hair. And then you're going to add your third piece. You just lay it flat on your head and you hold it down with your index finger, and then you just start braiding once or twice just to secure the piece to your hair. And then you just continue to do the same thing until you reach the very end of your braid. When it comes to the side pieces, especially that specific area of my head. So maybe 1 or 2 braids in that area. The very front of my hair, my edges are very sensitive, so it's very easy for me to break them off. So what I do is I will braid my own hair first before I add any of the extension pieces. So I'm going to braid, so I'm just going to braid a little bit towards the front, and then once I've braided the very sensitive part of my hair in, then I'm going to start adding my first piece. That way I'm not putting the extension piece on the weakest parts of my hair, and that way I get to keep my edges. And then it's the same. You just take your braiding piece, you hold it down with your index finger, and then you introduce your second piece to the rest of the braid by just cornrowing as normal and treating the extension hair as your own hair in order to secure it into the braid. And then you just continue to add all of your pieces. So cornrow braiding while adding hair is not the easiest thing. Every single time I start to do it, the first braid always feels like I'm relearning how to do it all the time. But once you get used to it, then, muscle memory kicks in. So I usually always struggle with the first braid that I do. I'll usually have to take it out and put it back in again. But once I get used to, just it's a simple laying the braiding hair flat on your head and then securing it into your hair by just braiding as normal, then it becomes easier and you start to move faster. So it takes a little bit of practice, but I do hope that you're going to give it a chance. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.